It is a condition that impacts 90 million Americans. It's vertigo or dizziness, and it can have devastating effects, crippling falls, head injuries, broken bones. But Lovelace Rehab Hospital has a balance lab that's helping keep people on their feet.
There you go. Stay focused.
Marie Giebert has to work really hard to do something many of us take for granted, balancing on one foot for just a few seconds. Marie suffers from vertigo, but she didn't realize it until she took a terrible fall.
I turned around to go do something, I tripped, and your brain doesn't tell you to stop. You keep tripping. I went 8 feet across the room and landed into a china cabinet that cut me all to pieces.
Then Marie was referred to the Lovelace Rehabilitation Hospital Balance Lab.
I couldn't even walk when I came in. I could not walk. I had a cane, I had a walker, and I even had a wheelchair.
Lesley Tozer is with Lovelace and the only balance therapist here in New Mexico. She says Marie is not alone in her battle with dizziness.
It's huge. 35% of the population has some problem, some complaint of dizziness. The only thing people go to the doctor more for is back pain.
This machine is the first step in identifying vertigo. It tests the 4 factors that keep us balanced, and it shows just what is out of kilter.
So you have motor control, that's your reflexes. That's tested by the floor moving and seeing if the person can keep their balance. So that would be like somebody just bumping into you.
The other 3 are sensory systems.
So you have your inner ear. You have the information you get from your feet and your joints, and you have your eyes.
Left.
Gail Crane noticed her problem several years ago. She also took a fall while she was on a walk with her grandson. She says then the fear set in.
It was to the point where I was afraid to walk downstairs in case I fell. I was afraid walking across the rough parking lot that we have because I did, in fact, fall once or twice.
Her exercise is very simple, just moving her head back and forth and moving her eyes. She admits she was skeptical.
I said, I don't see how this is going to do much, but over time and without my even realizing it, it did make a big difference.
Gail started just last June, and she's seen amazing results. Marie says it is not easy.
An awful lot of work. I hate to say, I would come in here and they work you to the point that, well, I got handkerchiefs in my pocket because I get to perspire, and after a while, you've got to work with it. You've got to work. It's worth every penny of it. I mean, it's worth everything you can do. But, yeah, it's, like I say, it's like a, well, miracle. That's the only thing I can say.
Lesley Tozer says medical care for patients with balance disorders exceeds $1 billion each year in the U.S., and that's going to grow to $32 billion over the next 10 years.